Good morning. Welcome to Monday, the day of Mun. The day of Mun. Anyway, here we are. This is now day number 11, I think. Yeah, day number 11 of this remote learning program. And we're going to take you now to this page in your book where it says Part 3 Energy Climate. And there is a map of the United States, a little bit of Canada, and there's this graph here. It's actually page 31, but for some reason it says page 39. I don't know why it's changing the pages. But anyway, this is the one right here that we're doing. Um, and Eureka, California is here. Omaha is here. Look, they're on the same latitude line, about 41 degrees north, just like New York State. So, with that in mind, they should receive the exact same amount of incoming solar radiation. That's insolation from the sun. Yet, look at the temperature here. This is December, January, February, so on and so forth, going through December, and the temperature, even Steven for Eureka, which is right here, and you got a big giant temperature range in Omaha, Nebraska, which is here. Why do you think that is? Before we even start, why do you think that is? Why do you think Omaha has hot summers, cold winters, but Eureka is even Steven throughout the year? And yes, it's because Eureka is near a large body of water, the Pacific Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean moderates the temperature. All right, we're going to talk about the science behind that today. So it says, explain why Omaha, which is farther inland, has a greater variation in temperature throughout the year than Eureka, which is closer to the ocean. And the answer is simply specific heat. Specific heat basically tells you how fast or slow something could heat up or cool down. If something like liquid water has a high specific heat, it means it doesn't change temperature very easily. It takes a longer time for it to change, so it has a higher specific heat. All right, but anyway, let's just take a look. It says, explain why Omaha, which is further inland, has a greater variation in temperature throughout the year than Eureka, which is closer to the ocean. All right, greater variation in temperature. That's Omaha right here. It varies quite a bit. It goes from down here about -6 all the way up to 24 degrees Celsius in the summertime, right? And it's because of what we just discussed. Okay, the specific heat of water is high, so it moderates the temperature of coastal climates. Moderates means it keeps it level. Okay, that's what the word moderates. So Eureka will have a moderate temperature compared to Omaha, right? Moderates the temperature means it keeps it the same throughout the year. Okay, it prevents extremes from happening. Now we look at question number two. Identify the month with the greatest difference in the average temperature between these two cities. All right. So how do we do that? Right. We want to look for where at the graph is the biggest distance between the two on there. So here it's far apart, but if we look over here down over here, it's even further apart. All right. And so that month is going to be January, right? December, January, February, March, April. So it's January. All right. Let's go to the next question. Number three, identify the surface ocean current that affects Eureka. All right. Well, now we got to go to the reference table. So let's first go look at Eureka. Eureka is here, right? So west coast of the United States. Now we got to turn to page 4 of the reference table, which is right over here. All right. Let me see if I can rotate this. All right. So why does it keep doing that? Let's zoom this in a little bit. I don't know why it's not zooming. But anyway, we're looking here. This is the west coast of the United States, and you can see that's an arrow that looks like this. That means cool current, and that's the California current, which is right there. Not sure why this is not increasing in size. Let me just view. That's the one. View. Single page. All right, anyway, we'll deal with that. All right, so the name of that current is called the California current. All right, now number 4, it says identify one city in New York State that has a latitude of 41 degrees north. Okay, identify one city in New York that has a latitude of 41 degrees north. All right, so where do we find that information? New York State map, right? The New York State map, this one here, and let's rotate it, has right, so here we have that, and let's make this a little bit bigger if we can. We can't. But anyway, 41 degrees north is right down here, right? And sure enough, 41 degrees north, New York City. This is where we live, about 41 degrees north, which is right down over here. So let's go here. 41, I'm sorry, NYC, New York City is going to be our answer. Now calculating the rate of change. All right, rate of change is a formula that we can find right in our reference table here. And where is it? What does it say? It says change in value divided by time. Change in value divided by time. So let's look right over here. Now it says calculate the rate of change in the average monthly temperature for Omaha during the 2-month period between October and December as shown on the graph. All right? And that's just for Omaha, not for Eureka, California. And what are the months? 2-month period, October through December. Right? So it goes from, so here we have October through December. That's a 2-month period. See, 1, 2. And let's see what it was for Omaha. Right there. For Omaha, it started out at 12 degrees. And then in December in Omaha, it was negative 4 degrees. That's a pretty big difference. So it started at 12 and it goes to negative 4. All right. So let's work that out. All right. 12 minus negative 4 degrees equals 16 degrees. Now that's in Celsius, right? 16 degrees Celsius. I have to write it out because for me to look for the symbols right now, it's going to take too much time. All right. So that's the change. The change is 16 degrees divided by, where's the divided by sign? So I'm just going to put a line for that. Divided by, how much time is that? In months, 2 months. Divided by 2 months. So what is 16 divided by 2? That's correct. It is 8 degrees. So your answer is going to be 8 degrees Celsius per month. All right. So that is how you you do this. So you should have looked along, typing in as we go, and I'm going to put some questions on Test Wizard for you to do, and do the best you can on those. Okay. Thank you very much. And as always, I hope everyone is safe and practicing all the social distancing that you can so we can try to flatten this curve. All right.